Hello students, welcome back to studying in the UK. Today we have a very special guest here. Hi Julie.
Hi, I'm Julie. Yeah, we both went to the same university and yeah, we study in the same department as well. And that's why I met May.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually met in a really cool occasion. I think it's in one of those senior plays.
Yes, yeah, new place.
I think it's
We were queuing.
no, we were
queuing.
Oh yeah, we were
in line.
Yeah, and I think it was the black comedy.
Yeah,
The black comedy. And then I still remember the first time I talked to her, and then she said, I heard that you are interested in going to the UK for master's studies, and I was like, yeah, me too. I actually had this kind of goal since I was in junior high school. So I started to go to different kinds of study fairs, study abroad fairs, when I was a freshman at university. And yeah, that's basically how everything started. But because I was really interested into British culture and because I'm a biggest fan of Harry Potter, so that's the reason why I choose the UK in the first place.
So it's really nice to have Julie here today, and for this interview I will be asking Julie a few questions. So the first one, where did you study and why did you choose that certain school?
So I study at University of Edinburgh, and I studied literature and modernity for my master's degree, and the reason why I chose University of Edinburgh was because it is the best university I've ever applied to, and it's also the two of the offers I got. So as soon as I got the offer from the University of Edinburgh, I immediately decided to go there. Yes.
So can you talk a little bit about your preparation process?
Sure. So I decided to go to the UK since I was in junior high school, so it is always a big dream for me, but I never really thought about the specific details about applying for a master's school or something like that, but I started to go to different kinds of study abroad fairs, and then when I was a freshman I started to go there, so I wasn't really sure about which university I should talk to. Like, they have different people over there, and they're there for you. You can ask any questions about their universities, but I didn't do my homework, so I just went there, and then I was kind of like hitting up different people in the school fair, and then I still remember the first school I talked to is University of Reading, which I have no idea where it is. And then I was pretty sure that I wanted to study literature, it's just that I don't know like which specific field I want to go into. So yeah, and I think the reason why I chose to study literature and modernity is because I love poetry, but we don't really talk about that.
So talking about the study abroad fair, we have really similar experiences. So as I mentioned previously, I had no idea where I want to go to. But would you say the study fairs helped you build like your first impressions, and like did they really help to shape the idea of what you need to require before going there?
I would say it helps, but I think the most important thing is you have to be prepared. That you have this mindset of I really want to go, and thinking is one thing, right? Really getting to do things is another thing. So I would say if you're not positive yourself, you will never be ready to go abroad and study for sure. And so I would say you have to do some homework before you go to the studying abroad fair, because they're there for you, for those who have prepared, for those who are prepared for coming to the fair.
Actually, I agree with you because, as I mentioned previously, when I first went there, I did no homework as well, just like Julie. But I noticed that a lot of people who were attending were actually really well dressed up because they are there for their interviews for that school, instead of like, unlike us who are just there to survey stuff. They are actually there targeting for the certain school and for the certain module, and to actually meet the people there. If their interview right there went successfully, then they will have the offer like right away.
But I also think that if you wanted to go to like better schools, they won't hold interviews during the study abroad fair.
I'm not quite sure because
Like
I met
really
St. Andrews there.
Yeah, only St. Andrews. The preparation process would definitely be long if you are well prepared. That means that you know exactly what you need to prepare. For example, you have a direct and clear goal of the module you want to apply. And it's really easy for you because you know exactly what you need to do, so you know what you're going to write in your statement of purpose. You know exactly what kind of study you want to go into and dig in. So it would definitely be a long but easy process for you. But if you're someone like me who isn't sure about what you really want to study, then it will be a bit difficult because you're always trying, like in your college years, basically. So like from the first year to my final year out, I'm always trying to know what exactly I am interested in. So it will be a long but not so easy process, but it's definitely rewarding. I got to go to the university that has a really good reputation in academics, but also like has a lot of research resources. So I think it's definitely worth it. Well, I won't say just enjoy the process because the process is not satisfying, right? Because it's actually a bit torturing for me because I have to think of exactly what I want to study, and I think that's the problem because in Taiwan we don't have like a specific module for an English major. For example, if you are studying in the UK, in the beginning they have like some classics and then modern literature, and like, they have, for example,
medieval
yes,
or the Shakespearean
American literature, and then they're
very focused.
Yes.
And they really know what they're doing in that field. But in Taiwan, it's more like survey courses instead of.
It's always introduction to blah blah blah. Yeah, introduction to American literature, introduction to British literature, as if it's going to help, but it's not.
We both have to agree on that. We have to take courses that are related to whatever we're interested in.
For instance, like
the courses that
gender, sexuality,
were
and
more focused in the same field when I was in university, like in undergrad. As Julie mentioned, like gender, films, feminism, or modernity. But another tactic is also to know a little bit of everything, like what Julie did, like poetry, drama, Shakespeare, American lit, British lit. But overall, it has to be related to what you're aiming for in the end, like literature in general.
But I do encourage you to be prepared mentally, that because you're there for only 1 year, so don't expect yourself to be okay, I'm going to be super good after this year, because you're not, because you only have a year, right? And
I agree that you have to be mentally prepared before studying abroad because
I know it's
like a whole different world. I too expected that I could perform well, but I think it's important to give yourself a little bit of space and to allow yourself to make mistakes and not reach the standards that you have set for yourself. I mean, that's okay. So, like aside from all the pressures outside, the most important pressure is dealing with yourself and dealing with your own expectations.
So that's it for today's video. Please try and reflect on the different approaches between Julie and I when applying for schools. Also try to think about why we both agree that mental health matters when studying abroad. Lastly, is there anything you would like to know more about Edinburgh? Please comment below, and please also stay tuned for further updates with our interview with Julie. I'll see you next time. Bye!